Hey guys, today I'm gonna take a look at some of Ekko the Neeko's gameplay. This is a very recent game from the new split, so yeah, let's just see how he's doing. I've been seeing a lot of streamers struggling. I myself have struggled a bit. The new season, it feels like they put a lot of these stat checker champs into the game. Let's say Renekton, Jax, Aatrox, like all of these champs. Cannon is another big offender. They all have like these kind of skill shots, except for Jax, I guess, and Renekton neither, but they all just, they don't even need to hit their skill shots to just stat check you at the moment, so yeah, the meta is not in the best spot. I feel like that they kind of fucked up, and also they made items like Sterex and whatever better, but yeah, enough ranting about the current situation with the meta. I think Ekko is, in general, in a fine spot. It's just certain champs definitely just outperform others. And it's like in higher elos, if one of your teammates picks something that's off meta, it really hurts right now in the current meta. This game was one where Ekko the Neeko completely popped off, though. Let's look at his rune setup as well. He's also playing Electrocute here, although not with Sorcery, but instead with Legend, Tenacity, and Triumph. I'm personally not a huge fan of this. I used to run this sometimes in the past, but at the moment, I always like running Sorcery and just adapting with my Smites and Boot choice if I feel like I need the Tenacity, but he apparently values the Triumph and Tenacity runes enough. I guess maybe he wants to build Sorks. I guess it makes sense, right? The Eve is the only AP champ here, so building Mercs doesn't have the greatest value. He's also doing the Raptors path. Let's see how he does it, though. So you can see he's getting an early kill. Wow, what is he doing? Is he invading the Eve? No way. That's very good knowledge. Damn. And he's skilling E as well. Wow. Okay, okay. That is something I've never seen. Holy shit. Wait, so wait, I mean this, sorry for like rewinding, but I need to see if he had info or something. I mean they didn't really know about them invading, did they? So he just like knew that he could go for that. And he also, I mean, this guy also didn't start with a potion. Oh, that's like actually very good. And he didn't have any info on it. He just knows that he has to do this or that he can do this. I'll definitely keep that in mind. And then he even skills E. Like, I mean, if they, okay, let's say the Eve doesn't troll here and just flashes away, or like if she just reacts better, let's say, and flashes away earlier, this definitely turns out much worse, right? Because then he's here, has skilled E, and like the bot lane might move. Okay, yeah, now he's just getting that as well. Actually level 3 since he... Did he smite away the camp? Or did the Eve get it? Yeah, he must have smited away. He has 12 CS. So yeah. It definitely turned out very well. He's playing super aggressive. He's really trying to abuse the Eve, I guess. Also really playing with the Galio. Super nice. Man, he's playing super aggressive this game. It's crazy. Like, who the fuck farms with Ekko, right? He literally has farmed one of his own camps in like the early game here. That's crazy. I don't know. This playstyle seems super inconsistent, but he does have the team to back it up, right? Like all of his lanes are super gankable. This is for sure really nice game to play with Ekko. Jay's trolling a little bit, walking into the W, but yeah, it's like it just happens, right? In these situations, for sure, it does happen. Even to like higher elo players. Although these games are for sure a little bit unbalanced. I mean, he still has challenger MMR, so these players should also be around that elo, but still. There are sometimes, let's say, like really low mastery elo players and whatever in these lobbies playing with a high challenger. Oh, this could turn out really well. It should turn out really well, I mean, even. Yeah. It's a double kill. I think the Eve will get the Renekton. No. See, like, Renekton is just such a stupid champ that he doesn't die there with 1 HP. Yeah, I mean, now the game's just over, you know. If you have 3 kills before your first base with Ekko, it's just, yeah. A done deal, basically. Is more than double the gold of Eve. And at this point, the matchup is just... Like, this matchup, I don't know, it's not a good matchup for Ekko win rate-wise for some reason, but I genuinely think he should just base here, by the way. I don't know. I think this is a mistake, what he's doing. I've also seen a lot of good players, like Griffin, for example, good jungle players. They also... I'm pretty sure he would have based in this situation as well. It's just gonna make you clear the jungle so much faster. Like, these camps are level 1, but still, it takes him such a long time. He would literally one-tap them at this point. So I think this is definitely a mistake. And he wants to be on the map with more items. Maybe he's just also not maybe he's not super tryharding in this game because he feels like it's slow elo or something, but yeah, see, again, he's just running mid. I think that's a mistake. Like, he has very bad tempo here because of this. It's all just working because his team picked nice champions to play with, but I don't know. It's at least it's super greedy, right? And it could get punished. Although at this point, of course, they are doing really well, so it's hard for the enemies to punish as well. I mean, it's all on him, right? All the gold, basically, so yeah, he definitely needs the base now, doesn't he? Really? Is he, like, doing some rocket belt before base challenge or something? I guess this guy is 1 HP, so yeah, I take him at this point, but... He, he actually has the rocket belt before base here. Damn. He's not gonna go for the... He wants to get the Dark Seal instead. I mean, makes sense. If you have these items, it's like... Yes, the rocket belt completion would be insane. But Dark Seal's also nice. I don't know if I would have personally went for... Like, if I would have skipped the Dark Seal and gotten rocket belt. Definitely want to stack the Dark Seal, of course. And I guess he's gonna be able to now as well. Okay, Zaya didn't have flash. Oh, he's even giving over the kill. What a nice guy. Yeah, he even was able to collect most of his stacks already this game, only the Thresh missing now. It's like a perfect game plan, honestly. This, like, these kind of games you really should be winning as Ekko. Like, if you don't win this game, you just fucked up something. He has CC in every single lane, like good CC as well. Like, it's all of this CC is super easy to combine with your W as Ekko. And then enemies also don't have massive amounts of CC, right? They have Thresh, which is like very dodgeable CC. They have Eve, which is also, I mean, it's the hard, right? You can really easily play around that oftentimes. And then, yeah, Zaya E, I guess. But it's none of the CC is really problematic for Ekko, generally speaking. And yeah, again, with having good CC on your own team, it should be a free win. I also didn't even talk about it. He went blue smite this game. I think that definitely makes sense in this game. You don't need red smite if your team has good CC, and green smite also. I mean, for sure, green smite would have value in this game because it always does, and like against Eve, for example, it's not bad. But yeah, he just doesn't need it, and blue smite is always nice if you're allowed to build it. Ooh, the Zaya blocked the Q. I don't know if it would have reached the Eve anyways, though. Wow, man, the aggression from him, though. That invade from Eve, that's definitely something I'll try to do at some point when I'm in this matchup. That was so interesting. I mean, I don't know, like, I would love his, like, an explanation for if he actually, like, for why, how he did it and, like, why. Because imagine this is warded or something. Like, is this something that he feels is super risky, or is it something that works for him regularly? Is basically what I would like to know. Because, in my opinion, there's so many ways this could have gone wrong here. But maybe I'm just wrong, right? Maybe I'm just a pussy and I don't know jungle well enough. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, imagine they warded here randomly or something, or they warded here and then he gets spotted and he's just walking in here as a level 2 Ekko. I mean, level 2 Ekko with E is not the worst. It is better than if you have only QW. But of course you are missing your W, so it's a huge defensive spell. Okay, he's just going for the Herald straight away here. At this point nobody can contest him, yeah, so it's fine, I guess. I don't think, will he be able... No, he will be able to reach. He has the rocket belt already. Eve taking a return Q hit for no reason. Jax also overextending here. I don't know, he could just look to kill the Jax, maybe. It's definitely not the best time to do Herald, because Jax shoved the wave and you can see he's moving. Bot lane is here, the Thresh is here and Eve's also here, but at the same time they are really ahead, so they might just be able to win this. Ult is also up. Is he gonna drop this? You can see the Jax Ekko matchup is always a little bit of a mind game. Well, they actually get the Herald, the enemies. Okay, just getting the kill. Let's look at this fight again. I mean, I guess maybe he also get the Jace at the end. I guess the most interesting part is here in the beginning. This is a very common thing, right? With Jax, when he E's, there's always this kind of small mind game with his Q. Like, when does he use Q so you can react with your E? In this, both players are kind of holding it. I don't know. Ekko the Neeko decides to just E over here. Maybe he wants to group up with his team a bit more. So the Jace, the Jax is the one that's allowed to react. But usually it should be the other way around, in my opinion. Like, usually you should just hold your E. You kind of, if you play the game a lot, you know when the Jax E will start or will stun at max duration. Of course, the Jax can also reactivate it earlier. But yeah, you can usually react to it a bit. Does he get a Quadra here? He might. And see, this is so important in this situation. 99% of the low elo players watching this might have just went on him here with the E, right? But that's not how you should go on him. You need to throw the Q, especially because if he has E up, which he doesn't quite, but if he has E up and can push you away, just imagine this scenario. Jace is in his like melee hammer form. You're the Ekko, you E on him, and then he just pushes you away. How are you gonna proc passive? Okay, you have the Rakan next to you, you might knock him up, you will probably get in range, but in the late game where the Jace also is allowed to have movement speed and stuff with his other abilities, like, just imagine you E on him here, he pushes you away, you want to throw Q and stuff, you're just not able to proc passive. So that's why, in these kind of fights against a champ like Jace that can push you away, you just Q him, wait for him to like either tank the second Q stack or you walk up to him, auto attack him to get a second stack, and then you just E auto attack reset, which is exactly what he does here, right? He Qs, walks up to him, and then has 2 stacks, so you can just finish off with the E. And at this point, everyone's just pinging Ekko. He basically got a Quadra here. He's just a cool 7k gold in, literally double everyone else's gold except for Renekton and Kai'Sa, so yeah. At this point, Ekko is just so incredibly unfair. Ekko the Neeko could probably play this game in a 10,000 LP challenger lobby if that was a thing. Point I'm trying to make is just that, like, at this point it really doesn't matter how good the enemies are. Ekko is just such an unfair champ that he's also a stat checker at this point, right? He's a stat checker that at least looks cool while doing it. And Ekko at least doesn't need to have a lot more stats to actually stat check than champs like Renekton. That's the problem. Or that's the thing with it, right? Ekko is a stat checker at some point if he just has the items. If he has like 2 items plus fully stacked Dark Seal at 10 minutes, then yeah, he will just one-tap you and there's not much counterplay, but he does need that, right? Renekton just needs, Renekton basically just needs his normal curve of items. He doesn't need to be really ahead to just stat check you. And same goes for Aatrox, same goes for Cannon. Like, all these champs. Cannon basically, I watched Ruto's stream last night and he was playing against the Cannon, or like multiple ones even. And basically all that champ does is like, he ults and then kills you with W. He doesn't need to hit any Qs or anything. It's just stupid. And same goes, and I've experienced a lot myself with Aatrox. Aatrox just auto-attacks you, and he heals too much, he's too tanky. You can't kill that champ. It's very frustrating. He literally doesn't need to hit Qs to win fights anymore. So I hope Riot gets on nerfing those champs really quick. And they just adapted the items as well, right? Not adapted, they just straight up buffed them. Like Sterix was already a really good item before they adjusted it. And now it's just insane. Like, people are just too tanky. Okay, let's see what he does here. It's a little bit too sped up. The Jace went Mercs, that's why he doesn't one-tap him here, I guess. Also, he gets, of course, some resistances in his hammer form. Yeah, he didn't hit return Q because he was pushed away. This is exactly what I mean, right? Let's just look at it again. This is how it goes when you full on engage. I think he definitely should engage like this here. But see, like, because he's getting pushed away, he's not able to hit his return Q. Maybe if he did a quicker combo and rocket belted here before the Jace is able to push him in the other direction, he's able to hit the return Q, but yeah. Jace will always have that kind of counterplay. At this point, he's honestly almost wasting his time. But, yeah. I don't know why he W'd here, to be honest. He's still getting him with Smite. Next buy will hopefully be the Magi's. He dies once in this game. I know this is like a huge pop-off game. I think he has like 22 kills in the end, so... It's not the most... It's not the best game to learn from. I just want to see how his Ekko looks at the moment. This game is for sure... I don't want to say it's not representative, but it's an easy one to play for Ekko, I would say, for sure. So it's like... It's not the best representation for how Ekko is in the meta at the moment. Yeah, it's like in general, of course, one game... One game can't really say much, but this is definitely a good one for Ekko. And overall, yeah, I think his win rate is pretty decent in Master Plus. I have looked. I've just didn't have very good success myself so far. Just also because I didn't play very well, though. Is he looking to ult back here or what? Definitely playing with fire a little bit, also recalling here. Although, I mean, his team was blocking. Oh, he's just ulting back then. Then forcing the Eve ult. Yeah, why not? Wow. What's up with these guys? Why are they not buying Magi's? Why? Why is he not buying Magi's? He has Flash Up even. He has Flash Up? Like, what? Did Magi's get like Shadow nerfed or something? Especially in games like these. Why are we not buying Magi's to just have fun? Like, does he really think he's not gonna instantly stack the Magi's? Surely that's just worth more than needlessly large rod. I'd love an explanation from him, honestly. Like, I might ask him in his chat or something why he didn't go Magi's in this game, or in general. I don't know. It's like, this for sure in Magi's game, you cannot convince me otherwise. I think most games are, like, when you're doing well. And of course he dies now, but like that's just a mistake, right? It has nothing to do with imagine like some guy on Reddit that watches this would be like, see, he died, so I just would have been a bad buy here, but that's really like I don't know. I guess Ekko the Neeko visits the Ekkoman subreddit too much or something. They always say that Metas is a bad buy. Yeah, he doesn't die a single other time and gets 10 more kills, so... Yeah, not sure. Like, this decision making, I do not understand. It was the same with G-Feng, I think, recently when I looked at his gameplay. I actually don't understand. How you can be 12-0, have flash up, everything, you're like in a super good position to get more kills and you don't decide to buy Metas, you buy the needlessly large rod instead. It's kind of an odd decision, and with 10 stacks as well, of course. I really don't understand. Maybe he feels like it's too easy for him to get picked off, but it really shouldn't feel that way. He even went Mercs, right? He has Mercs plus Tenacity Boots as well. So it's just unexplainable to me. I actually don't understand. Like, he could have... Okay, let me not go back that far, I guess. But he could have just gotten Null Magic Mantle plus Magi's on that base as well. So, and that would have made him even harder to kill. And instead he just bought a needlessly large rod. Magi's would literally be almost fully stacked here, I think. Weird decisions. Honestly, the gameplay, since he's just so ahead, the gameplay is not the most interesting to review because he's just one-tapping people. Also, his pathing was very... I don't want to say weird, it was good, right? But it wasn't like a normal pathing you can really mirror in most matchups, I guess. He was really just abusing... But that's so important to see, or it's so interesting to see, I think, right? The fact that you can actually abuse champs like Eve that much. And people are struggling in this matchup, right? But he just solo kills her at level 2. Because he knows he can do that. And I guess Eve always starts at blue, so maybe it's just a matchup. I wonder if you can invade Ivern the same way. Because the way Ivern jungles is he does this, right? Like he marks all these camps, and then he takes this plant and goes over, but at that time, like, he's very low HP, so if you Q this here, and then run in here with E, you might just catch him while he has marked 3 camps and not smited a single one. And he's still level 1 as well. Like, I've seen an Ivern smite blue buff, but I don't think that's what the good ones do. The good ones go over to the red and the raptors and smite the red and then mark the raptors. And then collect these ones and look for something on bot. So, yeah, that might be something to consider in these matchups. I will try it out when I get into them. I will really actively try out this invade. It didn't seem that bad, right? Like, you're just level 2, you have a good timing, you're full HP basically. With the thing as well, with the double adaptive, it might be even better. You actually have quite a lot of early power. I hope you are above 70% HP, but I think you are when you just cleared the raptors. I wonder if he went for double adaptive or attack speed. I think he goes for attack speed still. Damn, with that 666 AP. Now he bought the Magi's. I don't know. I guess he really values getting Rabadons. It is, of course, a bigger power spike if you get completed, but it takes you also way longer time. Getting hit by Valkyrie really doesn't matter. Yeah, this is gameplay at this point is just him farming kills, let's be real. Yeah, anything cool happen here? Guess I was spinning it up a bit too much. I think he just... oh, well, he flashed over. Oof, that was close. That was definitely close. He got in the auto attack and then still ulted so he doesn't get hit by the feathers. Could have easily died there. I think definitely one reason why he could also go for this invade was the electrocute setup in general, right? He doesn't have the sorcery, but he has the electrocute for early pressure, or early power. Definitely good to see that he also plays with it. I might recommend the sorcery to him, see how he likes it. Or see how it feels maybe in his games as well, right? Like, for me it has felt very playable in my elo, like let's say in let's say 400 LP elos I was able to play it, but let's see how it is for him in let's say 1000 MMR elo. Of course right now the elo the LPs aren't at that point, and his win rate is also not great. I think it's like 50% win rate in 30 games or something I've seen. So it's like 16-16, but a lot of people are struggling. I guess it's like these lobbies are of course not low elo, right? You're also playing against still the good people. If you watch high elo streamers, they are playing with all the challenges and stuff, even if they don't have good win rates. It's just how it is. Oops, man, I'm always just speeding up, and then in that time he just gets a kill. I guess this is the last kill he will get this game. Yeah, this game, I'm gonna be real, it wasn't the most interesting one to watch overall, because it was just a stomp basically, but definitely the pathing is something completely new, man. Every time I watch him, I learn something new pathing-wise, honestly. Last time I watched him, I learned that you can just do Raptors, Crux into red, into mid if that's your game plan. This time I learned that you can just invade Eve. I think that's super interesting to know. And it's something, especially if you're in low elo, this might work even better, right? I think just invading Eve here, if you do exactly this is not super difficult, right? You literally just clear this the way you would normally do, and then you just run in here. Usually this won't be warded. Like, sometimes it might, but I think most of the time it's not gonna be warded. And even if it is warded, I think if you have skilled E, you can usually just escape. It still sucks then, right? Imagine you're invading here and you just need to run away. You just wasted a bunch of time, but if you get the kill, then it might just snowball you the way it did him here. So, or the way it did snowball him here. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like. Again, if you have any other recommendations of players that I should take a look at, I still want to take a look at Binky, but again, there's only 7-month-old gameplay. I would rather look at more recent one. Maybe if there's an account, I think he's Chinese, right? But if he maybe has an account in Korea or something, let me know about it. I might try to take a look at one of his games then. And yeah, have a nice day. Bye.